Hey everybody, 2Souls right here from Souls from the Struggle, and today I want to welcome Princess P and Swizzy Swift. They're a cute couple from San Bernardino area, and one's a producer, music producer, and the other one's a rapper, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, 2Souls here from Souls from the Struggle, and here we are with Princess P.
Oh, what up?
What up? As Swizzy Swift. Oh, who we got in the house right here? This lovely couple. So first off, I want to say thank you guys for coming and joining us tonight, today actually, in this beautiful weather.
Yes, beautiful.
I know it's a little windy, but we gotta make do what we got.
Whatever.
So first off, I wanted to know more about you and you know, where did you grow up at?
I grew up in LA. I grew up there since I was born in East LA. But then I was raised in LA my whole life, Highland Park. I was raised there for many years, and then afterwards I moved to Baldwin Park. From Baldwin Park, I went to Pomona. From Pomona, I stayed there for like maybe 10 years? 12 years. 12 years. Wow. 12 years. Then from Pomona, moved to San Bernardino, so I've been there since, bought a home, so that's what ended up happening. Awesome. Yeah.
But when you were like a little girl, you grew up in Highland Park then?
Yeah, I grew up in Highland Park. I grew up there. I remember going to school there. I went to the elementary there. I went to the middle school. Those were the good times, the good peak times, like knowing all these people, hanging out with them. And yeah, I grew up there with everyone. You know, all my friends, I still keep in touch with them actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So a lot of them are like business owners. They have their own things going and just always been so supportive of me and everything. So I'm thankful to have people like that in my life still, that, you know, you grow up with them, you're a kid and you're still able to talk to them. That's awesome.
What about your parents? Do you still have your parents around with you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah? I do have my parents. I have both of them. They're together still. They've been married for a long time, so they're going on 35 years. 35 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a great accomplishment right there.
Actually, in April it's gonna be 35. Yeah, 35.
Oh, okay. So when you were growing up, when did you feel like you started being into the rap music?
Well, I always liked to I always watched TV, so I remember watching, I didn't even know who Tupac was. I was like maybe 6 or 7, and I was just like listening to him, and I didn't even know much about Tupac, and I was like, I like that music, and my mom would just be like, what do you like about it? And I said, I like, you know, just the hip hop. And then yeah.
So at one point, did you find yourself wanting to give up? You know, since you said that you were being bullied and being pressured.
I just didn't want to do it anymore because I just wanted to it's hard to say, but I just wanted to give up and just take pills and cut my wrist and do all that and just make sure that I wasn't here. I thought I was what's that word? I thought I was like a bother, like a burden. I thought it was everything, and I was like, well, why am I here? And then when he told me that, I began writing and it helped me out a lot. And I think it just stopped because I finally faced it and I said, look, you know, what's going on? You know, I'm a very friendly person. If I need to say something about someone, I would say it. I'm coming here to school to learn, not to fight. And then I think it just stopped. And then from there, everything just went on to 9th grade, and I was better. It was better, yeah. It was everybody kept to themselves. I kept to myself. I went, you know, try to hang out with a lot of other people, and everything was good up in 9th grade. In high school, everything was good. Junior high is where everything was
everything was where it
so it's when I got back to my music, I was like, let's go.
And what about yourself? When you were a young, you know, teenager, were you getting bullied or?
I mean, yeah, but I just fought. Yeah. I just fought back, and eventually, I rose my emotion to a whole nother level, and it got to a point where I was putting people in hospitals.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, that kind of level.
Yeah.
And I look back now, and before, you know, at the time, you know, I thought it was kind of geeky and stuff, nerdy, but You know, I used to play in the jazz band at the first school and a marching band, and you know, playing the trumpet and the drums. And actually, like, it really soothed me. That's really when I realized that music was like a huge help to me.
Wow.
Music, like, it was the way to go. You know, obviously I go run, I go work out, you know, let off some steam.
Yeah,
but music was like my emotional, like medicine.
Okay.
Like,
Exactly.
I would go in there, and I have a trumpet case from school, but I also had a pair of drumsticks. So I'd use the trumpet case as a drum and just bang it out for like an hour or so. Just bang it out and stuff.
Yeah.
And then from there, like, you know, I calmed down, you know, and then obviously I started playing football and stuff, and everything started, you know, easing its way out. But yeah, that was pretty much, you know, music was like my
go-to, like, for like healing.
It was my
like a healing.
Yeah.
Like it healed you, right?
Oh yeah.
Wow. So who do you guys look up to, like, in your life? Like, do you guys have somebody that inspire you, that gave you that inspiration?
50 Cent. We told him that.
We told him that when we met him last month.
Oh my God, I was like so nervous to meet him.
Straight white girl moment.
Shut up. Don't listen to him. No,
Oh my God.
I was just like, you know, because you idolized this person for so many years, and you have their clothing, you have everything, and you know, I thought at first maybe he's gonna be an asshole, like maybe he's not here, but he was nice. He's like, come on, and he had us there talking to him.
Yeah. Those 3 or 4 minutes felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
Meeting your idol.
Yeah, but also another one where I would say that I look up to is my brother. Because if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would be where I'm at with music. I don't think I would be. I think my dad, you know, he set the ground for us. Like, he set that. But I think my brother, if it wasn't his ambition and that drive he has, I don't think I would be doing music.
Oh, wow.
It's because of him. I honestly always thank him, you know. Like, thank you. He's like, you don't have to say thank you, you know. You're doing what you got to do. And
Sorry, there's a lot of wind.
Yeah, it's a lot of wind.
So do you write your own lyrics?
Yeah, I do. He helps me out a lot in, like, you know, how to, like, structure it, because I didn't know how to structure music at first. I would just freestyle whatever came off the head. I was like, blah. He's like, what are you doing? And he's like, why don't you start writing it?
Scripts.
No.
Always go off scripts. Talk about one thing, then she would talk about another thing, then it was going.
Because I was so used to freestyling, but then I started writing. So yeah, I write my own things. Like, I write my own music because I want to give my emotion. Like, I want people to know and understand, like, what we went through. Like, we went through the struggle. Like, we went through it all.
So your lyrics, basically, you're saying that mostly all of it is based off your life, then, right?
Well, yeah, it's based off my life, but I also want people to have fun with it too. Like, not just be like all sad and depressed. Like, we all go through shit in life. I want people to be happy, like, listening to, like, even if we're talking about making money, like, you're making money regardless. You're working, you're getting up, you're hustling, you're doing, you're providing for your, you're grinding, you're providing for your family, you're doing all that. But we're doing it in a sense where, like, have fun with it. Don't stress yourself out, because we have so much stress going on in our lives that it's like, for what, you know?
Yeah.
Why am I gonna do that?
So let me ask you guys a little personal question. Like, how did you guys meet? I would want to know. Inquiry minds want to know. Everybody's dying to know.
All right, well, when I was in the Marines, December 2012, her friend was actually going out with my roommate.
Yep.
That was fun. And one of the times she came with her friend to the barracks, and I paid nobody no mind. I was just sitting there playing my games, you know.
Yeah, rude. Just kidding.
And yeah, about 2 or 3 hours later, she's just sitting on my bed, just like a bump in a log. Those two are over there, you know, talking about whatever, and I'm just sitting there on my game. So I'm like, I got up and I said, "Who wants a drink?" And they both said yes, and she goes, "No, not me." I'm like, "Really?"
I don't drink.
She said, "I don't drink." I'm like, "Really?
What planet?
What planet are you from?
Yeah, seriously.
I
was like, man. And so I poured everyone a drink, and then she took one. She took one. It was cool. It was
You took one for the team?
Yeah, I was like.
It was like a cranberry vodka or something like that.
I was like.
And yeah, so after that, you know, everyone loosened up and stuff, and I talked to her, and yeah, ever since that day.
We played video games because I'm into like the whole football, so we were playing video games, and then from there it just went. Like we started hanging out, we started going out more, and he was driving all the way from Camp Pendleton to Pomona.
Wow, really?
To come see me, yeah.
Wow, that's a stretch, huh?
Yeah.
But she was worth it, huh? Oh, you were counting the miles too.
Yeah, 80 miles
I'm
there,
like,
80
I
miles
better
back.
be worth it because you're driving all the way from over there, and I'm like, yeah. But it went from there, and we just hung out. We went out like from there. We've been together since, and like, you know, it was.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So like, did you know that she? So when he met you, were you already in the rap, like into rap music? I mean, were you
Yes.
doing your own rap?
Yeah,
He
that was
didn't
what we
know.
talked about
He
on
I know
our
you
first
said
date.
you.
Wait,
you
in
were
our
doing
first
it,
date,
so-
he actually didn't know. So he had a beat. He had like this. He put on a beat, and he didn't know because I didn't want to tell anybody. I was like, at first, I don't want to let anybody know. But then, you know, cocky as I am, I'm like, you know what? Put the beat on. He put the beat on, and I start rapping to it. And he didn't know that I rapped. And then when I told him I had like a studio, like a mic and all that, he's like, what? And we just started recording.
I was picturing like a actual studio. The sound
Yeah,
booth.
he was
that's what you're
Okay.
picturing.
Yeah, I was like, no.
What was it in the garage?
No, it was it was in the living room. It was like a little mic and everything. And I told him, oh, by the way, once he got there, I told him, oh, by the way, it's not like an actual studio. He's like, oh, thanks for telling me ahead
So
of time.
you reeled him in by saying it's a studio at first. Huh? I see you, girl.
Yeah, that was the catch.
You're like, I got a studio. You want to rap
She's
with
like, I
me?
got a live one.
That's how she reeled in that fish right there. Yes. Wow.
I'm like, you ain't leaving.
All right.
She got that hook on you, huh? Man. So like, what's the first song that you guys both wanted to like collaborate with? You know, because I know you said you rap too, right?
It was called Cope is on the Rise. And then it was just because at first my brother was part of it. Like, well, he's always been part of the group, but like
What's your brother's name? Because you haven't said his
he's
name
Crow. His name is James, but he goes as Crow. Crow the
yet. You
lyricist.
mentioned him on some of your songs.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on some
so
of my.
shout out to the brother Crow.
Yep, shout out. So he, you know, he was the one with the idea of calling it Children of Planet Earth, like just doing something a little bit more different. And then we were like, okay, so we did that song, and we're all on it, and like we honestly thought it sounded like the best,
I mean, the
but
lyrics weren't bad.
the lyrics aren't bad.
It was the delivery that sounded atrocious. Oh. We listened to that a couple weeks ago. We're like, oh my god.
So how old
what
were you
happened?
guys though? When did that happen?
Oh, I was 21. She was 20.
Yeah.
So you guys were still young.
Yeah.
Still fresh in the industry.
Yeah. So we were just recording, but that was our first song, and it was us three, and then us two, we did like supposedly like a party song, and yeah, and I was on the hook, and he was like, you know, blah, blah, blah. So we met this guy that was friends with my brother, and he let us record in his, and he told us how to do, like, he's like, okay, pause, do this, do that, take your time, and all that, until he started showing us how to, like, what type of mic we need, what type of stuff we need to record. That's when our recording got better. As time went, our recording, our delivery, everything got better.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So like, what song is the best song like you two are proud of that you guys did together as a husband?
Grind Time.
Grind Time.
Grind
We
Time.
were part of.
That's my favorite one actually.
I was happy with when we first did the stand-up anthem because that was something we did together, and we actually did a music video for that one a long time ago.
Oh.
But you know what happened was that song was supposed to go on my album, but some stuff happened. We didn't bring out the album at that time. So what happened with that was like, okay, well, you know, it's never too late. So when we brought out the album, we brought out the song. But we had that music video there. That song, I really liked it, but I was like, no, I want something, you know, new and fresh. And I told him I want you on Grind Time. He didn't want to be on Grind Time at first. He kept telling me,
he's retired.
yeah, I'm retired. Yeah, so he didn't want to be on Grind Time. So I was like, well, you know, all right, fine, I'll get on it myself. And when I kept telling him, he's like, fine, I'll get on. And then I told him, stop playing hard to get, just get on there.
The song Grind Time was the best one that you guys said you guys made together.
Yeah, we finished the music video to that. That was actually my first video production.
Oh, that's the first one that you did?
First time picking up the camera and doing it. It actually came out really nice.
Wow.
Well, some of my nephew, he had some of it in too. Like we asked him, but we asked him to do it. He got us some parts. Like we went to LA, he recorded us. You know, we went to Long Beach, he recorded us. But you know, so, as well, like going through everything, putting the music and all that together was him.
Oh, Swizzy, so do you prefer, so you were saying you don't rap anymore, right? But you prefer doing the producing?
Yeah, I'm a full-time producer, engineer, and apparently
sometimes
videographer.
Sometimes when I tell him to come back, I'm like, please.
Sometimes I'll come back.
You enjoy singing, rapping with them.
Yeah, we're actually working on another song coming together, Applying Pressure. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I tell him to not say that he's coming back from retirement, just saying that he's coming back. That's it.
So do you guys find it as a couple, you know, because I know that there's like, you know, sometimes there's like a lot of debate whether like, okay, who makes the decision as far as like, you know, in the music, like picking out the song or like, you know, how do you guys come to an agreement to find some kind of like, you know, like level or like a...
I just make beats off of my head, and you know, if she's feeling the beat, ooh, is that for me? I'm like,
well, who else is it gonna be for?
I mean, it can be. So she usually gets the vibes off of something like that, and then you know, she writes according to how the beat is. So,
yeah, because I used to not do that. I used to just write whatever came to my head. And then when the beat was done, I'm like, wait, this doesn't go with it. He's like, you see, that's why I tell you, you need to have a beat.
I've always done it that way. I've always
He's coordinated with everything.
To the beat, not write and then have the beats.
Yeah, but you know what? I started taking that advice because it's true. You could have so much lyrics written on. I have like my phone is filled with lyrics, and he's all like, he used to tell me, don't do that, and I was like, whatever. Now I'm like, okay, I understand why you told me. Yeah.
Because you got to vibe off the music to make the lyrics sound better.
Yeah.
You can't have the lyrics first and then the beat, and then you're like, wait a minute, this is not going to match up with this, and then you're back to square one.
Exactly.
Don't work backwards, work forwards.
And has there been any time where that you had like a disagreement in between like the music and
all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
We get like we're up and we're recording, and we sometimes before all the time we used to always get into arguments. Now it's like, okay, you know, we go because I'm really like, okay, I tell him, tell me if I don't do it right. Okay, so he's like, go. And if I don't do it right, then I get mad. He's like, well, then what do you want me to, like, lie to you and tell you it sounds good? And then we go back and forth, and then now it's like we've came to both have a teamwork and understanding on what I'm doing and what I'm doing wrong and what I'm not doing wrong.
So he's kind of like a mentoring, too, in a way, coaching. Like a coach.
Yeah.
If he wants to call it
like
that.
if she misses a time in, or if she like slurs her word or stutters a word, I'll just stop it. You stuttered this word. Are you sure? I'll single out the track so all you hear is her voice, and I'll play it. Oh yeah, you're right. I know I'm right.
So how do you guys do you find it that you find it a struggle to be you know, in the music industry and be parents, because you know you have a little girl, right?
Yeah, it's really hard and it's really tough because like right now, leaving this morning, like my daughter, she was bawling her eyes out, but I told her I have to go, I have to do things too. She's so attached to me right now, like since I'm at home with her all the time and she's not going to school right now, she's so attached to me.
Yeah.
So if I leave or if I go somewhere, like I miss her too, like don't get me wrong, but I need some time too sometimes, so it's kind of hard. But good thing I have my parents. My parents are a very, very good support system. They're the ones that take care of her. They're like, no. My mom's like, go do what you gotta do. If you have to go to an interview or you have to go do a music video, if you have to go do this, go, I'll stay, you know? So thank God for that. It's been a little hard, but right now it's
She
getting.
does not let us record at all.
Wow.
Yeah, she does not let
Every
us
time
record.
we're recording, she tries to get all up in the song.
Yeah.
Back of the room.
So you guys are both full-time parents and working? Like, work at a
He
full-time job? both of
Well,
you?
he works a full-time job, but
Okay.
I'm a full-time mom right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then you watch the baby at home while he works, and
Yeah.
then while you're at home, you do you have your cosmetics lines, right? Or
Yeah, I have my
store?
cosmetics brand, like
Wow.
So I do it all. I have my cosmetics, but you know what? When it comes to that, I love it because she helps me.
What's it called again?
It's called Pretty Cosmetics by Princess.
Oh, okay. And
She
you
was
have a
the
website for that, or?
Yes, I do. I actually the bag that I gave you, I actually have like the little card and everything. It has a website. It has both of my Instagrams, my music one and my Pretty Cosmetics one.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So you guys are both hustlers, huh?
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
stop.
that's the struggle right there that we face. Like a lot of times, a lot of people don't understand what goes on in the inside of a rap artist, the life, the producer of the life of a producer, a music producer.
Oh, yeah.
As yourselves, it's hard. If people think it's easy, it's that they always just want to get that fame, but you got to put in the work, Or people want to get like a hand-me-down, like, hey, you know what, so-and-so, hey, hook me up. Hey, you know what, you got to put in the work
it's
as
not
much as
always like
I
that.
did the work,
Yeah.
It's not as easy as just give me a handout, like, hey, somebody probably helped you, once or twice, but like, you can't keep on asking for help all the time. You got to put in the work, and that way you can get.
You know what my problem was is not, and I used to always worry about what would people think. Like at first I was so stressed out when I first decided to open up my music page, because I had my personal page and I still have my personal page, because I was like, it's not that I'm hiding anything. I want to share my music with people. I want my music to be shared, and my personal life, you know how media is now. People like to throw shade, like to do that, and it's not only about that. I just wanted to keep that private, because there was a lot of weird people, and then I had my personal page and I didn't have it private, so I had people with the whole music, and then I had pictures of my daughter. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this, so I just started my
Your
music
business page, basically.
my music, my business, and we just started recording from there, and it just started happening, and I was like, damn, I didn't even think it would blow up like that. I was like, whoo, what? This is what I dream. I always dream of having people to know me, not to have fame, but to know me and who personally I am and
Hear
how
your
I am.
thoughts, hear what's coming
hear
in your
my thoughts, hear what's coming to my head, and especially being the way I am, I'm so nice. I like to meet other people. I like to be around other people.
You're very outgoing then.
Yeah, I'm very outgoing.
That's
and I'm
good.
an Aquarius, so what can I say?
You're an Aquarius, I am too.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's like, okay. He's like, bruh.
You said you were a Leo, or was it? No,
I have no idea.
Oh,
He's
I usually
April.
don't
He's
April
April.
21st.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. But so I was gonna tell you. So, based off what you do as a rap artist, being a woman, I know that in the industry, the males it's more predominantly known for the rap industry. Do you have a hard time trying to be successful and get out there because of the fact that you're a woman, a rapper?
You know what? I used to look at it like that, and now I don't, because now I'm jumping into just doing more than hip hop. Like he told me, don't just stick to one genre. Spanish. Try to do something else. So I wanted to do some reggaeton. So I started getting myself into
the
different.
danza, right?
Yeah, the danza.
Love that
Started
one.
getting myself into different things, doing reggaeton, doing some hip hop. Now I'm trying to do some R&B too, a little bit. So maybe the next album or something. Just doing different things, kind of jumping in more. That's why, I think at first it was hard, because it's like, damn, everybody's doing it. All these guys are doing it. They're doing hip hop, and it was like I felt like I'm not dominating anything. I'm not gonna do anything because the guys are taking over.
Yeah.
But when you have females coming together, and now that there's more in the industry, it's much more easier. I think it's much more easier when you show them your talent and what you're about.
So you do have a group of could you say like a group of female supporters that also are rappers that you connect with, that you network with, that are really like?
I mean, I follow them. I try to talk to everybody. You know, I know that there is, you know, like I do say that I follow some, and then I do support. I'm always supporting everybody, whether it's, you know, females that have, you know, their cosmetics brand, that do music, that have any type, that are actresses, anything, models. I always try to, I'm always trying to support 100%, do whatever I can do on my end to support them. And I mean, I haven't really been to do some shows. I've been trying to get myself to do some shows, but right now I want to finish my album first and then get myself to engage more with other female rappers as well.
Okay,
or other
good.
female artists, yeah.
So if you weren't doing your rapping, like what would you be doing besides that? Like let's say that you just took on something different. Like what would you have wanted to study in or work in?
I wanted to study, believe it or not, political science, but I don't want to talk about politics. But yeah, I wanted to do that, but then I was like, what am I thinking? I think I would have.
I talked her out of that one.
Yeah, he taught me out of that one. I didn't like it at all.
There's two things in this world that you just cannot do: politics and religion.
That's
you can't
true.
talk about it because.
Yeah, that's an argument
it'll be the most
itself.
intense argument of all time.
And this is stressful.
So I think I would right now would have been with like probably my business. I mean, just probably still wanted, because I always wanted to start a business regardless. So I would have probably had my Pretty Cosmetics battle.
How long have you been doing the Pretty Cosmetics for?
I just
about a year.
But I always wanted to do I always wanted to do the cosmetics, but I didn't have the money, the funds, or anything to do it. Yeah. So and then I got really sick up in 2018, because that's when we were gonna set everything. We were gonna like, okay, I'm gonna do this with the stuff, but then I got pregnant and I got really sick.
Oh, no.
Really sick. So I stopped music. I stopped everything. I actually didn't want to do music anymore, and he's the one that said, no, you're gonna get up and you're gonna record.
You ain't quitting on me. I retired already.
Wow. That's good that you guys have that, like, you know, that dynamic with each other, like you pump each other up and you guys give each other motivation. Yeah.
And I think what was the hardest thing was postpartum, going through it, because I went through it. And that was the most hardest thing ever. I just wanted to lay in bed. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to record. And he's like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm laying down. He was like, get your ass up. We got work to do. And I was like, no, I don't want to.
Oh my God, that's horrible to go through. Yeah, I know what that feels like. Man, so what do you guys want to achieve now that, you know, like let's just say like at the time that you're in right now, like is there like something that you guys want to get as a goal, like as a couple?
Like I think we have what we wanted. Like we have a house, we own our home. You know, where we live pretty good life. Like you know, I think just pretty much if I look at the time, yeah.
Time would probably be the biggest goal.
Yeah. Time, but everything else other than that would be good, I would say.
Yeah. And what is it that you do, Swizzy?
I work in a refinery.
In a refinery?
Marathon refinery.
Okay, so how long you been?
Yeah, it'll be 4 years on the 12th of February.
Oh, really? Okay, damn. That's good. Do you like it?
It's cool.
Yeah?
Good job. It's a good job. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the drive sucks, but the job's fun.
The drive is the one that sucks, but still it's worth it. I mean, you know, you got your house.
You can't get a place in LA unless you want to pay $2,000.
Oh my God, yeah, that's so
or
true.
more.
Or more, actually, yeah, just for one bedroom.
Yeah, or a studio. So, yeah. But yeah, the job is cool. People who work there are cool. So it's good to have a job where you get along with everyone, including your bosses.
Yeah.
I've left jobs where I've, you know, I've let my inner ambitions, you know,
get the best.
tell them how they really feel. But yeah, you know, it's good to have a good relationship with the boss and all the guys that work there and stuff.
So when you guys are you know, focusing on your careers, because your music careers and stuff, what do you guys want to put out there for people to get from you guys?
Just get the realness. Like I'm as real as it gets. Like a lot of my music, it sounds aggressive because of a lot of things that I went through. So maybe I still, when I first started, actually, I started.
Not to cut you off, but be unique, be your own person.
Yeah,
Don't try to be somebody else. That's how we start. We started out trying to be like 50 Cent. We started out trying to be like all these rappers.
Okay.
And eventually we figured out, you know, they're already famous because of their way. So we need to get famous because of our way.
Yeah. So you had to make your own path, basically.
Yeah.
Be your own self.
See, nobody told us that, so we're over here thinking we're doing the right thing. We really weren't.
Because you were trying to mimic the life of the rapper that you guys had like idoled and you know, inspired you.
When I first started too, I was doing underground hip hop too. Like when I first started, I was doing that like underground, like real, like that real hip hop. Like I was talking about like the government and other stuff that.
Oh, so you were getting political in your raps.
Yes. But then I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that because then it created a whole like thing for me to like continue. So I still keep some of that realness of how I feel, how I am. So yeah, I mean, people could take it how they, you know, my music, how they want to take it. I hope that, you know, sometimes if you feel like I was saying like, you know, we went from like, you know, pretty much almost being homeless, not having a house, like to, you know, we were living in a house where we got an eviction notice and all that, to now owning our home, and we're like, damn, we're proud of that, you know.
You guys came a long way.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
We look back at everything. Yeah, we look back at everything, and we're like,
great accomplishment.
We look back, and then like we had help from from different other organizations like Volunteers of America. They helped us when we were going through a real struggle. They helped us out because we were at that point. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and hide anything. We were at a breaking point where we couldn't do anything. Like I would cry, he would be stressed out, just everything. But then you know what? Life got better and things got better. I think I would say once he got the refinery job is when things
That's when everything got better. Okay. Wow. So being out there, you know, doing your performances and stuff like that, do you go with her or like?
Oh yeah, I actually book her shows too, manager.
Okay.
Yeah, I book her shows. And I started, actually my first show I booked it for me, her, and her brother, and we performed at the Legacy Room in Chino.
Oh, okay.
It was a little spot, but it was a good first start. And then from there, we went straight for the home run, going to Hollywood.
Wow. With the Whiskey A
Go-Go.
No way.
Yeah.
You played there?
Yeah.
Oh. I actually played there twice with her brother when she was pregnant.
I didn't go the second time, but I went the first time. I was so nervous. I still have footage of it, and I'm gonna share it with my document.
About the life.
Yeah, about my life. When my documentary comes out, my short film, I'm gonna share that a little bit more than that. Like, we're on stage, and you could see the glasses still on my, like, I had them right here, but I was so nervous. I'm like, I need to put them on.
That was my thing. I always told her, I was like, you know why I put glasses on? Because nobody can see where your eyes are at.
But you know what? What made me feel good was the cheers. Like, people cheering, like jamming out to our music, having friends. Actually, a lot of our friends went that day. Like,
they went to show support.
Yeah, we had a lot of friends.
That almost like really nice. Yeah.
I didn't think all of them would show up. Not that I didn't, you know, say that they weren't, but they showed up and they were there. They were supporting. They're like, yeah, you know. And then I had like a crazy super fan that day.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. She tried to get up on stage and everything.
I was like,
she tried to dance with you?
I didn't know who she was. It was just some random person, but honestly, she was really cool. She was really cool because it made me feel like, damn, you know, this is what my music is about. You know, people are hearing it.
They're jamming out to it.
Yeah, they're jamming out to it. Yeah, so that's what happened.
Oh, so do you find it, this is probably a little personal, do you find it, because she's your wife, that when she's up on stage, do you get kind of like, you know, a little bit like, I don't know, jealous maybe of the other guys, like, you know, looking at her, or like rappers might hit on her or something?
Usually I'm up on stage with her. She won't let it go the other way. I have to go up on stage with her.
No, it's just we're just both like, we know what we signed up for. When you get into this industry, we know you're gonna work with all kinds of people. Like, he's gonna work, like he's worked with other females with music and stuff. We understand what the business is. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and you know, tell him no, you can't. And then it's like, why can I do it and he can't? Yeah. So it's just both of us being open-minded to we're in this industry, all this is gonna come in, and he understands, and that's good. The understanding is there.
That's good. Open communication is number one, I think, too, because of the fact that, you know, you don't want to have anybody, like, you know, misinterpret something, like, especially, like, you know, guys might be, you know, hitting on her or whatever have you, or they might say something, and you know, if you open up to him, say, hey, look, this is what's happening, instead of like keeping the secret or whatever, then there's like no,
like I do tell him, you know, like you know, there's other artists that I want to work with, like, you know, that I want to get some music done with, because I want to expand my you know, just not working with just one artist and self. Like, at first I was like, when I was first working with my friends, like doing songs with my friends, and then with them I felt like whatever, but when I started doing songs with like people that have been doing it, I was like, I got a little nervous. But you know, it's to get used to it, and like you know, and all that. Like, I met a lot of people through Instagram by collabing with them as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, but I just want to tell you guys, thank you guys for both coming.
Oh, yes, definitely.
What's the new album again that's coming up, or the new song that you said, the new video?
The music video, we haven't set a date yet, but soon it's coming. It's called the Icy Cold music video for my song Icy Cold, and then the album, we are working on it. We're hoping, you know,
should be done very soon.
Should be done very soon. And the album is called Massive Flow.
Massive Flow? Okay.
Giving them everything.
Wow. And I gotta tell you, I do like I also like another song that you guys made called Knockout.
Knockout. Oh yeah,
that one's
that
awesome.
one. It's myself featuring Gangsta Rick. He's on Instagram too. You guys can look him up, Gangsta Rick.
Okay.
He's from Pasadena. He basically, we always talked about us doing a feature, and he said, go ahead, let's do it, and yeah, we ended up doing that.
And you guys did another one called Celebrate.
Yeah.
Right?
Celebration.
No, Celebration. Yeah, I like that one too.
That was kind of a
that was our old school type thing too. We add that old school feel into that other album.
Like a Bone Thugs and Harmony type beat.
Yeah, I was digging that one. I was listening to that this morning, actually.
Thanks.
You already have it on my playlist.
Thanks.
All right, well, then I'm just going to say, you know, thank you guys again. And is there anybody you guys want to give a shout out to before we end up?
You know what? You know her, Asianblue?
Oh, yeah, that's our girl right there.
Always supporting us. Edgar, too. He's always supporting.
Edgar Alvizo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, always supporting, you know, Beacg Carlos, everybody that, you know, he was actually the one that started me with the interview the first time. And then, like, from there, it hit off. And, like, I started meeting a lot of people.
I actually met you. I started following you because of Asia.
Oh, Asianblue,
yeah. She's the one that posted you, and then I was like, "Oh, this girl sings good. She's rapping." Oh,
yeah,
I like this.
yeah. So,
you're welcome.
Yeah, because of Asianblue. So I want to give a shout out to everybody. The list is long, but them two are
Profile Pod.
Yeah, Profilepodtv
Double A.
Double A. Yeah.
And Fidel from Talking Again.
Yeah.
All right.
Big supporters of us.
Yeah, big supporters, and I've always support them out too, and everybody else as well. And thank you to you for having us.
Yeah, thank you. No, and then well, hopefully we get to work more together. Like
definitely.
To help out promote you, promote you more.
Yes, on a less windy day.
Yes, on a less windy day.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching Souls from the Struggle. 2 Souls. Peace out.
Bye.
It's funny. Thank you guys for watching today's episode number 3, Souls from the Struggle. And what I take from this is that nothing is painted in pink. Basically, they struggled just as regular people do. And you know, from the down and out, they went from being homeless to owning their own house and having their own business now. And yeah, I just want to say that, you know, it's not all easy. We all struggle as they did. And they went deep into their emotions and told us today about what happened with them and what they all each went through emotionally. So that just gives you a better idea of what the music industry sometimes is about. It's not all easy to get up there, and it's not all about fame. And they basically have a good, strong, structured relationship, and they're making it work, you know, and they have their little daughter, and they're making it work. So just to teach you guys a little lesson, you know, communication is key, and just make sure that all you guys do that from the get-go. Be real, be yourself. Thank you for watching. Peace.